You are listening to the OmniTalk Fast Five, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, SPS Commerce, and Sezzle. Chris, headline number one, Walmart this week said that it will sell this year's school supplies at last year's prices. According to Chain Store Age, the discounter is offering classroom supplies and backpacks at last year's prices, with the most popular or the 14 most popular items. Who knew there was 14 on school supply lists that are available?
Why 14, right? That's what you're
I know,
thinking,
right?
right?
For just under $12.94. The move came one day after Target announced its deals, which included a one-time 20% discount for teachers and on an entire shopping trip, both in store and online, which is huge. But Chris, you were really excited about this one. You've talked about it a couple times this week. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, I always love when I can do the one word to summarize my thoughts on this, but my one word for this is Stella, because she ain't the only one that got her groove back, Ann.
Oh my God.
Walmart's got its groove back too. Walmart's got its groove back for sure. I love this because it's exactly what Walmart is best at, and what I always feared as a buyer at Target, like that they would make announcements to this. They're basically saying to the market, you are going to touch us on price. You can try, but all that inflation you built into your financial forecasts for the season, those are gone. And so you can forget about it. And you know what you're going to do, buyer at whatever retailer, grocer, whatever you want, back to school supply company, you're going to spend the next 24 hours reworking your projections for your DMM, because they're getting hassled for it and they're going to pound you until you provide that detail to them. So yeah, I love this move from Walmart. Walmart is just killing it right now. Killing it. Shout out to William White too, friend and colleague from Target, for once again, we've called him out on the show a lot of times, just killing the marketing for Walmart. Yeah. God, he's doing great.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think you bring up a really important point, Chris, and that is, if consumers know that they can go to Walmart and that Walmart will consistently be the most affordable option for them for these big stock up trips, that's huge. Like we talked about this a couple of weeks ago with Dollar Tree when they were, going up above the 125 point or price point, but like, you know that it's always going to be there. So regardless of what kind of promotions they're having, like I can go with a good amount of confidence and know that like, when I'm going there for my stock up trip, that's what they're marketing to get me in the door. I can probably also guarantee on those lower prices throughout the rest of the store. So I think we're going to continue to see both, Walmart here and even Target with some of the initiatives that they're taking, really taking share from some of those individual places, even Amazon, where you were doing this back to school stock up trip. I'm curious though, like, how come we're not seeing any of this happen? Or maybe we are, and we're just not seeing it in the apparel space. Like you'd think with the margins in apparel that they'd be able to kind of, we'd see somebody like maybe, I don't know, American Eagle or somebody who would be able to kind of do some sort of incentivizing of their customers to like get them into the store with some kinds of deals like this. But I don't know, maybe that's too like off the mark. But
well, no, it's a great question. And you know who can do it and maybe announce it more loudly, because they probably actually are doing it, is Walmart. Right. You know, they can easily win that battlefield too. But the other part of this too, and I think it's really interesting, the last point I make on this is this news also comes right after Adobe released a report this week saying online prices have dropped the most they have in any month since I think it's May of 2020. And inflation in general is down, relatively speaking, to its lowest level since around that same time. Yeah. So you combine that with the recent traffic uptick we've seen in retailers that they've started to see in June. And all this could make for a pretty nice back to school season if you play the marketing card and the assortment and the traditional merchandising strategies in the right way. Or at least I tell you, Ann, I'm excited to talk about that with Ethan Chernovsky of Placer AI next week when we have him on live with us on LinkedIn on Tuesday, the 18th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. If you guys want to register for that, just go to our LinkedIn page, click on events, you can register. But yeah, we're going to talk about that with him. In addition to handing out, it's kind of fun, Ann, we're going to hand out report card grades for the key retailers going into the first half of this year. So who got A's,
who's going to be on the A honor roll list?
Yeah.
You want to find out next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So check it out.